Hello! Welcome back to Ian and Kyle Play a Versus System.
Hello!
Oh, we kicked off a little early tonight. I guess that's okay.
I'll forgive us this time.
Yeah. Chris will probably be joining us momentarily. I hope he will anyway.
Mm-hmm. I should do a wipe down.
Yeah,
we'll
you
do an
can
on-stream wipe down.
Sure. For those of you joining us who don't usually follow us, I'm sure we'll see lots of new faces tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We usually do. I'm lying.
Regular feed.
I didn't update the text since I was playing Dungeon Mans last week, or 2 weeks ago, I think, at this point. So it still says a whole bunch of stuff about Dungeon Mans, but we will actually be playing Versus System tonight. It should not say that we are playing Dungeon Mans. If it does say we are playing Dungeon Mans, please let me know, because I don't want anybody tombing in and being disappointed.
No tombing tonight. And as a reminder, if you are tuning in to see Dungeon Mans, we're playing Versus System tonight.
Yes. Had some good Dungeon Mans 2 weeks ago. Kyle's been out of town, or unavailable, not necessarily out of town.
Out of town half the time, yeah.
So I haven't played in a while. And if you watch us on YouTube, I actually did not end up uploading our last episode, and there were two reasons for that. One is we lost about 10 or 15 minutes of audio in the beginning. We had feedback. We had the feedback loop problem.
Do we have the feedback now? Is that going?
I don't know until somebody tells us it's going on. I have adjusted all of the knobs that should prevent it, but
yeah,
we need somebody to show up and.
If we don't say anything,
does it say I'm playing Dungeon Mans? I thought I fixed that. I should fix it.
Yes, dear.
Log into your computer and I can.
Well, we do have one of our viewers here, so they might be able to tell us if there's that terrible, untenable feedback.
I'm sure you would have already. Oh, sweet. Auto started.
Yay.
So does it say we're playing Dungeon Mans? Let me see if I can figure out how to fix that.
Dungeon Mans the card game. Is there like a... Did you hit update at the bottom?
The title, I did. I'll do it again.
Hit update again. Show them.
Did that do anything?
It says updated. Did it say updated last time?
I don't know. Anyway, we're not playing Dungeon Mans. Hopefully no one's going to tune in.
Excellent.
I appreciate that. Trouble is we don't know on our end when it's going on.
Yeah.
The
update worked.
Sweet. So, we lost some audio from that stream, and it was a terrible night of cards. Anyway,
terrible night.
Although,
that was bad.
The one redeeming factor, and maybe when we get rich and famous and we do, like, best of videos, we'll go into our archive and release the secret unreleased footage of Kyle and Ian playing Versus.
Oh, man, they're so good.
The one redeeming feature might be... it was probably the saltiest I've ever been on the stream. I know you were excited about that.
I might have been. I don't. What was the thing that caused the salt?
I don't even remember. It was
just the salt. It
was a series of. It was a bad matchup, and it was like a series of. I lost every exchange by like one.
Those are the. It's so funny because on the one hand you want. You could make the case that that's a close game when like you're always missing by a little, but when you feel like the other person is achieving that level of success without you getting ever a single win on all those micro exchanges, or that they're doing it with like a location where it's like +1 defense.
Yeah. I think, if I remember correctly, I think I was playing the Future Friends, which is the one you hate, the lockdown Mon-El deck.
Yeah.
And I think we played like a really late turn, and I was just struggling to do anything the whole game, but I kept in it.
Yeah.
And then you played something that just like undid my play or something, and I was really angry.
Yeah, that may have occurred. I mean, I don't beat that deck often.
No, you don't. And you did last week.
I did.
Or,
last stream.
3 weeks ago, last stream.
Yeah, that's,
So anyway,
that's how time works.
We're here to play some Versus System. We should play some Versus System.
I'll do a little. Well, now this is important. I'll set out these two decks like this, but this third deck will set this way.
Okay. Well, obviously I'm going to pick the S.H.I.E.L.D. deck.
Sure. There you go. Of course.
It was Kyle's birthday this week, so everybody wish Kyle a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kyle.
I'm older now.
You are.
It's great.
So old.
It's great. So...
Like, you can't see him, but he's like gray.
Oh, yeah.
Bedraggled.
You did select the A deck.
Okay. I will also select an A deck.
Hobbling around like I've got an injured foot or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
I have 11 A decks.
It's good times. You do have 11.
Rune Wars, the miniatures game. Cool.
Thank you, Chris.
2, 3, 4, 5. I think those are not my A's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are.
Good lord. That Indiana Jones scene. That scene. Yep, that's kind of.
That's what kind of looks like. Just like part way through the scene.
Partway through the scene, yeah. I only look like I'm in my hundreds. I'm not in my thousands yet.
Wait, are we talking about the one where he drinks from the wrong grail?
Wrong grail.
Or are we talking about the one where he looks in the Ark of the Covenant?
It's got
because it's kind of a cross between the
grail. It's got to be. Yeah, well, that.
I think I
have no follow-up.
11.
Deck 11. Nobody ever rolls deck 11.
We haven't seen 11 in a long time.
I don't even think it's a real deck. I think you'll pick it up and it'll be empty sleeves.
Where did I
Empty
put
sleeves.
deck 11?
It's not really there.
It's around here somewhere.
Nope, doesn't exist.
It's not those.
It's not even a real number.
Must be one of these.
Could be one of those.
Is that it?
I'm excited. This is going to be great. You won't even remember what this deck is. It's going to be great.
That's not it, is it? Let me count the cards.
Uh-huh. I love that you reach the point where to check to see whether or not a heap of cards is a deck is you just count them and see if there's about the right number of cards. I enjoy that as the check. I played that damn Doctor Doom deck a couple of times ago, and the whole game I was wondering if it was a deck or a pile of cards.
So
I was never clear. I finished a game with something that might have just been a pile of cards.
This does not belong in there. I don't even know what that is, but everything else does, I think.
I'll tell you what.
It's fine.
I'm full of optimism right now.
What do you want on your chicken strips?
This is actually my new deck. I haven't played it since that first time we premiered it, like 5 streams ago, or something like that. I'm excited to play it again.
Well, you will not be playing one of my newer decks. So this deck was modified a little.
Man, you modified a lot of decks.
Some of it was that I was building a lot out of Marvel Knights, and I already had some out of Marvel Knights, so it required poking around with stuff elsewhere to help keep the decks distinct. Don't like deck overlap. It can happen, and it's okay. But
I actually have a lot of overlapping decks, which is something I'm not...
I would say some. I wouldn't go all the way around. Thank you, dear. Oh, it's just like a smiley face.
It is.
Like it's a hideous smile. We have a great smile here, and then 2 closed.
It kind of looks like your melting face.
It's kind of. Is this a portrait?
A lot of love in this room tonight.
We're in a strange mood. We are. Thank you, honey.
Because I got salty last week, I'm going to roll us off, and I'm going to choose the inner die.
Inner die. Inner die
did not
does
win.
lose. So I will go. I'm gonna go evens.
Don't rightly know what a good draw in this deck is.
Go evens. Evens is what I want.
I haven't played it enough to figure it out.
I'm going to get rid of those cards. And 2 of those cards would have really been useful at some point.
So, if I'm going odds, I'm going to recruit a GCPD officer. He's GC and he's PC.
What is happening?
The GCPD officer, while exhausted, has reinforcement.
Thank you for the hosting, Chris. We'll see if it nets us legions of new fans.
Yeah.
Right. I do not have a 1-drop.
Okay, well, the GCPD officer is going to hit you for 1.
How wooed!
Oh, God, don't do that.
No promises. Oh, I do also put down a resource
probably
on
a
this.
good plan.
Put down a resource. There we go. And then I draw some cards.
We've been trying to start at 8:30 lately. So,
Our
early,
goal.
kind of.
It's like, we did acknowledge it was like, what, 10 minutes or slightly early?
We started about 3 minutes early by my account.
Sorry, just deciding what I want to put in my resource row here.
Or did you mean that I started stumbling over my words early? Maybe that's what he meant.
Could be what he meant. Hi, Blade. Blade says there's an additional cost to recruit Blade. Reveal Marvel Knights character card from your hand. I'll reveal my other 2-drop Hannibal King. Blade's just a 3/2, but he gets +1/+1 while equipped. I am not currently going to equip him with it.
Okay. That sounds reasonable. If you do that, I think I'm going to recruit Barbara Gordon. As an additional cost to recruit Barbara Gordon, I must reveal another Gotham Knights character card from my hand. I'm going to reveal that I have a GCPD officer in my hand. Her powers are twofold. They are pay 1 resource point, draw a card, use this power only once per turn, and also activate, draw a card, use this power only during the recovery phase.
I feel like I always fall one character behind, and you get her, and then I just never have. I can't ever prioritize because this is a downward spiral. I am, however, going to attack the Weepies for 3.
The Weepies?
Yep.
The Weepy officer. Alright. Well, if you do that, I'm going to reveal that I have Wayne Manor.
Wayne Manor.
Exhaust a Gotham Knights character you control, gain 1 endurance. I'm going to exhaust the GCPD officer to gain 1 endurance. The GCPD officer has reinforcement while he's exhausted, so I'm going to take nothing.
That sure is going to be a pain in the ass.
I'm going to pass. You need to activate a character to play quick kill or something. Discard
All I
it?
can tell you is that I am not currently doing anything.
Okay.
I will pass.
All right. I will draw a card.
It's so irritating. God damn it.
I love this deck. I'm glad it's. I mean, it's not even effective. I'm glad it does what I wanted, which is nothing.
I want you to know I feel moderately inconvenienced.
Yup. Excellent. So let's see.
I am looking forward to seeing.
I can actually. Alright, let's do that.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. I'm going to recruit 2 GCPD officers and Harvey Bullock.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
Harvey Bullock's power is Exhaust
no, I don't
X
like him.
Army. Gotham Knights characters you control. Exhaust target character if its cost is less than X. That's it.
You're a bad man. I'm going to recruit Hannibal King. Hannibal King says, activate when target character is put into a KO'd pile during the combat phase this turn. Its controller loses 5 endurance. I then also have Microchip. Microchip, as I activate, remove Microchip from the game. Which may face a plot twist with cost 1 or less you control. Face down.
Okay. Well, I'm going to exhaust my 3 GCPD officers to exhaust your concealed 2-drop.
In response, I'm going to target Harvey Bullock with his power. If he should enter the KO'd pile from the combat phase, during the combat phase, he will take 5 damage.
Okay.
Planning to do anything else?
No?
I gotta think about this. This is awkward. I've got to make you lose something. I will attack a GCPD. I'll attack the GCPD officer in front of Bullock for 3.
Okay. I will take 1.
To you.
I guess I have to attack Microchip. Seems like the best thing to do.
Yeah. It's clever. We are stunned.
Yep.
1 is a piece. I've got to contemplate if I want to do anything else. Yeah, probably do. That's weird. Oh, maybe I don't. Nope, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. I am going to pass.
Okay. I still think I'm going to lose Harvey Block.
I can see that.
I'll also draw a card with Barbara.
Of course. Interesting. So my initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to recruit Lady Punisher. Lady Punisher says, at the start of the recovery phase, you may KO target stunned character. I will form like this.
You do not like Lady Punisher.
She doesn't quite synergize. Like, she's KO, which is good, but she doesn't synergize with all my during the combat phase stuff.
I might actually change what I want to do based on that. Is that right? Nah.
Shay.
Maybe. Maybe it does. That would be weird.
That would be weird. I'm inclined
I'm
to
not
agree.
gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Alright, I'm just gonna recruit Batman. Batman is concealed optional, and whenever Batman stuns a defender, its controller loses additional endurance equal to its cost.
Not too keen on that. How do I do this? I don't have flight. You may exhaust infinite characters you control, up to the number of characters you actually control, to gain 1 life each. Is that right?
Yes. You do have flight on 1 character.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I do have flight on Hannibal King. You don't have flight on anybody at the moment.
That's true.
You do have, even without the GCPD officers specifically having free reinforcement, you have a much better reinforcement setup than I do, which is definitely irritating. So how do I do this?
How?
How do I do so I can't threaten you with damage. Batman deals double stun.
Correct.
You're going to be able to reinforce anything. So what does that mean? I think that means I hit the GCPD officer in front of Barbara Gordon. For one.
Interesting.
I think that is the right play. I'm doing it just to be clear.
Sure.
But I'm going to think it's the right play.
Last turn's going to be kind of weird.
It's already kind of weird. I don't like it.
I'm going to power up that GCPD officer.
Good job. That is an option you have. I do have the Punisher's Armory. It has 2 properties. It's a location. I can pay 3 endurance to ready it. I can also activate it to give a Marvel Knights attacker +1 attack. I can do that infinite times, but every additional time is 3 endurance. Yes, that's right. I've not paid the endurance yet. But I'm threatening it.
Right. Let me look at my stuff. Okay, we're going to do the thing.
I am also stunned for an additional 1. 7. 47 to 48 on turn 4. Brutal game. Brutal game.
Read me Lady Punisher again?
At the start of the recovery phase, you may KO target stunned character. So, for example, I don't think her power would... Well, yeah, so I would target someone. You could, in response, try to recover that character, for example.
Right.
To negate the validity of the target. Also, I don't know if you saw, but Chris was referring to the madness of your...
I did see.
Yeah, very good.
I did see. I think I just attack Blade with Batman.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to play from my hand Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Characters you control have some stuff. Marvel Knights characters you control have activate to KO target stunned character this turn. I will activate to KO your GCWP after I flip Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen has flip only if you control a Marvel Knights character. Whenever a character an opponent controls is put into a KO'd pile, during the combat phase, that opponent chooses and discards a card.
Okay. I'm going to activate Barbara Gordon. To play from my hand, Home Surgery.
Indeed.
As an additional cost to play Home Surgery, exhaust a character control, recover target stunned character if its cost is less than or equal to the cost of the character you exhausted this way.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will point out, I could then try to KO it with another character.
That's true.
But I am not going to.
Yeah.
And I'm not psyched about that, but I'm not going to. So, yeah, I'm just going to take, I think, 9 damage. double stun, and 5 breakthrough. Took what I was hoping was going to be an absolutely amazing turn. It's going to make it an okay. It's probably more of a wash. I am going to attack Barbara for 2.
Yep. That one I can't do anything about, so I will take it.
Will then attempt to KO her. It's more useful to do it that way, since you can reinforce anyone anyway and make you discard 1 card.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to gain 2 endurance.
Yup. Yep, I can't do nothing about it.
I don't have so many dudes or cards anymore.
That's true, but it's going to be very hard to get through your dudes. I did lose a character myself that turn. In the form of microchip. Suspected that might occur. It is your initiative.
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm going to bookend my GCPD officers with some GCPD SWAT.
Oh.
They have activate. Target character in your support row gets +2 attack and has reinforcement this attack.
And of course, everyone's in your support row. Oh, that's a good. They're jerks. Do have a 5-drop.
Daredevil.
Yeah, it's Daredevil. 5-drop Daredevil has loyalty. He also has pay 3 endurance. Daredevil gets +2 attack and can attack as though he had flight this turn. Move Daredevil to your hidden area. Uses power only once per turn. So once per turn he gets +2 attack, and the first time I use it he moves hidden permanently. I am going to form like this.
Well,
What sort of hiccup did we have, Chris? Is there some skip in the stream audio? Or was it merely a hiccup due to all of Ian's weenie characters that he just recruited?
yeah, everything looks okay on our end. I don't know what's up if you're experiencing something. I'm going to play Airborne Assault.
Yeah.
Characters I control have flight this turn. Characters I control get +1 attack while attacking this turn.
Oh, that's so useful in
I'm
this
going to attack
context.
Lady Punisher with my GCPD officers.
That sure is annoying. That is an attack of 6. Gonna work.
You probably also suspect that I have a GCPD HQ.
Boy, oh boy.
Whenever 3 or more Gotham Knights characters you control stun a defender, KO that defender. Also, activate. Target Gotham Knights defender with a cost 3 or less has reinforcement this attack.
Well, I'll take my 4, and I will deal the damage to the one in the middle. Well, that was unfortunate. Blade's got a hit. Yeah, he's gonna hit one of your 2 drops.
I think I'm going to leave their attack low.
Then you get the free Batman swing.
Yeah.
That's an option.
Does it matter which one?
It does not.
I will take 2. I will exhaust him to gain a life. So I will
yes.
take 1.
I am now going to play...
I don't think I took 1
Yep,
for
yep.
your stunning the other guy either.
Sure. I'm now going to play Swan Dive at the end of my attack step. Play only during your attack step. As an additional cost to play Swan Dive, stun a Marvel Knights character you control.
Ah.
As an additional cost, I already read that part. Stun any number of target opponents, or pardon me, target characters. Stun an opponent. I stun him. Stun any number of target characters your opponents control. If their combined cost is less than that of the Marvel Knights character you stun this way, I will stun an additional GCPD officer.
Oh, clever. Clever. Well, I'll gain 1.
Sorry, I cannot stun that guy. Only the GCPD officer.
Oh, all right.
So you get your dude.
My dude.
I wish you did not. There's a lot of reasons why I wish you did not, but you do get your dude. If I do not have anything,
I can stun your fire drop. I am aware. If you do have anything, I can't, and that's a bad plan because I'll be handing you Batman. I don't want to hand you Batman.
so the attack would be for the damage, not the KO on my side, because I'd only be losing Blade anyway. But if you get the stun, it's 10 damage, and you're currently at a life advantage. So
I'm going to pass.
I will attack your 2-drop. Can't get Batman.
I will reinforce him with the GCPD HQ, and I will exhaust him to gain 1 endurance. So I will take 1. Alright, this is kind of falling apart here, because momentarily I will have Batman and a GCPD officer, maybe a SWAT member, I'm not sure. And nothing else. So, I will take an
I'm not
additional
going to
1.
get creative here.
Probably should keep the SWAT member, right?
I mean, you have 1 reinforcement on the board. Oh yeah, swap member. Gotcha.
I don't need characters to defeat you.
I now need to decide. You don't need characters or cards to defeat me.
Yeah.
I do now need to decide if I keep Blade or not. And I'm actually thinking about it. He is a Batman life. I think the life totals are still high enough. I will keep Blade. It is my initiative. We'll see what happens. Draw a card. Draw another card.
Oh yeah, that went bad. This is a silly deck.
It's a deck where it can stall and do a cool thing, but I have gotten the right combination to do some whatnottery. I do have Spider-Man, so I'm hitting the drop. Spider-Man has loyalty, just like Daredevil. Unlike Daredevil, he has activate, exhaust. Target opponent exhausts his characters. He's only during your attack step.
As I said, I don't need characters to defeat you.
Touche. Distant profanity in the background. Blade is going to attack your 2-drop.
Take the free stun, you're going to exhaust my team either way. Well, no, you wouldn't.
I'm not going to exhaust you. I'm going to take you for 12.
So, I do not do anything. I take 2. I can't take 1 because I exhaust him for 1 life.
I am going to take the Batman hit, though. Don't like that too much.
Well, it's your decision to keep Blade.
I still think it's
I
worth
hit
it.
Blade. You know what?
Yeah.
Gotham Knights characters in my support row get +1 attack.
What? Damn, that's a good card. Yeah.
That's Gotham Central, by the way.
Legit. Yeah, well, I power up once.
Yeah, me too.
You win this round.
There's a reason you powered up? I don't know why I gotta say.
You did +1 attack, so I did +1 defense.
Oh.
And
I
you
shouldn't
did
have powered
+1
up.
defense.
I thought you were going to play another one of those cards. I was waiting for you to play another one of the things you used to. Never mind.
I don't know where you're going with that, but it was great. If you want to save the power up, you can. I can't get Batman this turn.
I'm gonna say the bar.
All right, save it. But I negated your
I
plus
don't know,
one
what are
attack.
friends for or something? Like, I was like, if he goes for the... it's not even
yeah.
enough, so
No,
I don't know.
That's not in this deck. So I will take 9. Big swing.
It's kind of big. I'm seeing bigger. I'm about to see bigger.
You're about to see bigger. There's no reason not to just team attack you.
Yep.
So that is 21, 23.
23? Ouch.
23.
Kyle takes the lead.
I think I lose.
You lose.
I think I lose Blade this time. I'm gonna lose him. I can't. He's the reason you're hitting through so hard in this direction. So I gotta cut off. Is your initiative?
I'm going to recruit a GCPD officer and a bat plane. Bat plane gives everybody flight, or Gotham Knights characters that control flight, and I may KO it to return target character to owner's hand. Return target character I control to owner's hand. Very important distinction there.
That is true. So I'm going to play from my resource row, Weapon of Choice. As an additional cost to play Weapon of Choice, discard 2 cards. I will discard Hannibal King and another Weapon of Choice.
Hannibal King? Him. Oh, okay.
Search your deck for up to 2 character cards with different names. Pardon me, for 2 character cards, each with different names, each with a cost equal to the number of resources you control, and reveal them. Target opponent chooses one. Shuffle that one back into your deck, and the other goes into your hand.
Interesting. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is one of them. I'm pretty sure I got another 7-drop in here now. If I don't, I'm going to be real disappointed. I might not. That would be very sad.
It must be the number of resources you control, or is it up to?
Maybe I can't play that. That's interesting. Your deck for 2 character cards with different names, each with cost. I don't have another 7-drop in here. That was anticlimactic.
Less than or equal to the number of resources you control?
It is equal to.
Oh, that's shitty. Sorry, man.
That is less effective than I thought it was going to be. I thought for sure. I guess I can't do it on the final turn of the game. I guess the effect just fizzles.
We can rewind. I mean, that's you wouldn't have played it.
I do
It's
have a
easy enough to
7-drop.
rewind. Just
so,
just shuffle your hand,
yeah. Fair enough.
or shuffle your deck. I mean,
Yep.
Shuffle your hand too.
So I do have a 7-drop. I was doing that because I thought this is where that deck overlap has caught me because I
Right,
have the
yeah,
Crime Lord
yeah.
Marvel Knights one, which does in fact have 2 7-drops, and I thought one of them was in here, and it turns out this is the one with only 1 7-drop. And I was going to very cleverly goad you into picking the one that I didn't already have in my hand, and then when we go to next turn, I play the other one and be like, aha, I was brilliant, and it turns out I don't even have the card in my
You were
deck.
brilliant.
Yeah. Yep.
So what does Doctor Strange do?
Doctor Strange, I normally would save until 8. He's the one
you're
that
not
moves.
playing him?
I am going to play him because I need to press my character advantage, I think, in this case. Doctor Strange has, and I quoth, at the start of the combat phase, you may move any number of characters you control to your hidden area. And then
Boost one my character.
Your character is correct.
Yeah,
You did cut.
Yep.
But I really am just doing that for the stats. So let me contemplate really moment my formation.
Really, moment?
Really moment. Most of moments. Thank you, dear. So your most likely behavior is to attack the biggest thing I've got with your team and get double stun and try to KO.
Yeah.
Pretty good option.
I don't think I think I lose either. Whatever I do.
Yeah, I think I have to move Spider-Man hidden and leave these guys visible. That way, if we get to next turn, I have his power as an option.
24
Well, I'm not going to deal much through you.
damage. Well, if I do a team attack, you get to take one of my dudes off the
true.
table, which means you can swing through the other.
The other has reinforcement.
Yes, that's true. But
So I'll get one
I
swing.
only stop one of your characters, which is probably
I don't think I...
the 2 drop.
Well, it's close. It's close. It is close.
Anyway, it's what I do. I team
yeah.
attack Doctor Strange.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. And they're all +1 attack. So you're 7, 8, 9, 10.
Actually, is it not enough?
12?
I am not enough. Interesting. I guess I team attack this guy. What's his name?
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Daredevil. They have a hit Netflix show named after him and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, that'll work. I'll deal the damage to...
I guess technically, yeah, that's still probably the best play. Yeah. Yep.
Fair enough. I will deal the damage to your 2-drop.
Okay.
And then I am KO'd. And I take 10 damage. Then... Oh, you know what I do? I attack GCPD with Hannibal.
Yep.
That's what I do.
You will be stunned,
That is true. I will accept.
but I will take one.
I will take 2, but I'm at 13.
It hit me for 27, which is 10 more life than I have.
Yep. For some reason, I forgot about Hannibal. Yes, because if I didn't have Hannibal, I don't think I would have gotten it. But I had Hannibal.
I still like these guys.
No,
fun.
they're a fun, amusing deck, and like, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird deck. I would almost argue that Marvel Knights is one of probably my rougher A matchups against that one. I don't know, maybe. X-Men would be rough.
Well,
The Crime Lords one would be ruined by them.
here's the thing. Like, I have some anti-KO in here,
Yeah.
but it's because my characters are so weak, I have to keep them in play, so you kind of
Right.
remove that element from my side of the table.
Right.
Although it does let me fizzle some of your effects too, so
Yep. You did.
it might be a two-sided coin.
Yeah, like in that one turn, thought I was gonna like not lose anybody and KO 2 your characters during the combat phase and make you discard 2 cards. And I was ready to do that, and then you cut that effectiveness in half. And to the expense of that was I did play a plot twist from my hand, and that was my last plot twist, and I did in fact end up having to put characters in my resource row. So there was a counter there, but yeah, I mean maybe it's an okay matchup.
The discard is actually really costly because I need lots of
Yeah,
draw
discard.
to make this deck work.
Yeah. And I'm not always going to get that, but I think
played the one power up, which was actually really costly, and I thought it was going to swing that attack.
that
but,
is fair.
I played the other
some
power up
things
for
did
no
not go your
reason
way.
because I got excited.
That was very strange. I thought it became like the ego war,
Yeah.
right? Like, because that's why I did it.
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't
sure.
fucking do anything. It's like, I get +1 attack group, I support row characters to give Batman +1 attack, and I'm like, I power up to get
Like
to
in
get,
my
I
head,
power
I'm
up to get
like,
one more attack.
well, if he does something tricky and tries to get Batman, I've got this
No.
power up, and then you're like, and I'm like, I power up. I'm like, you didn't do anything.
Nope, I sure didn't. I mean, it made a lot of sense until you did it.
I was ready to
You
go.
were so ready. But yeah, I think the A deck of mine that is weakest to that is Crime Lords, because Crime Lords is a lot of big
Swings. With,
big swings, but then if you get your triple attack and you're pulling my stuff off the table, it's
Pulling your
bad.
stuff.
Pulling my stuff off the table. This deck is my S deck of the year.
Okay, well, we think that we had last week the Future Friends.
Two. You rolled 2. I
So
wonder how
I
much
played
of
the
that
other.
was caught on camera, because it was wonderful. My favorite part would be if your hand was visible on camera when the die went flying, is it would have made even less sense of how it came back onto
Sure,
the table. Because
sure.
it like went away and then like came back on the table.
It's
Your hand
fine.
was on stream the whole time, so it was good. We'll watch that moment. It'll be great. Hopefully we haven't seen any more
Or was
freezes.
it this deck that I played last week?
Couldn't tell you. And by last week, we mean 3 weeks ago. But time flies when you're having fun.
What deck is this deck? It is a different deck than I thought, and it's not faced, so bear with me.
It's okay.
Chris will be offended if I try to play this deck without facing it.
I was a little offended.
You were offended by Unmayan Face deck? By Unmayan Face?
Well, a little. I was offended by that sentence.
Yeah,
or attempt at one.
It's been a long week.
Time. Yeah.
Long time?
Long time since our last stream.
That's true.
And a long week. Just busy at work, or, well, you were saying
yeah.
sleeping troubles.
Yeah, I've been having some issues.
Yup. That's fun. Loads of fun.
Which makes me less productive at work.
Yep.
Which makes me busy at work.
That's
Right?
the worst.
Yeah.
That is such a frustrating feeling when you start becoming less productive, and that less productivity increases your need to be productive.
Yeah.
So one day of that, yeah, okay, you make up for it the next day. But if you have a week of that,
Yeah.
that's just unfortunate. That is just unfortunate.
But hey, Disney Afternoon Collection came out today.
Disney
I know, not
Afternoon.
today, this week. I know I told the people who were watching us on the stream that before, but for those of you who watch on YouTube, Disney Afternoon Collection came out this week. You should buy it. My company made it. It's a good game.
Everybody loves the afternoon, and when you combine it with Disney, what could possibly go wrong? You know what's included in the Disney Afternoon collection?
There are 6 NES games on there. They are Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, DuckTales 1 and 2, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, and game number 6.
Is it DuckTales? Or is
I
that
said
SNES?
DuckTales.
Did you say
I
DuckTales?
thought it did. DuckTales 1 and 2, yeah.
It's a Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers
Yeah.
1 and 2.
No, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, DuckTales 1 and 2. Darkwing
Oh, okay,
Duck,
so one
Tailspin.
Chip 'n Dale, though. There's only a single
Ah.
Chip 'n Dale. Chip 'n Dale, DuckTales 1 and 2, Darkwing Duck,
Yeah.
Tailspin,
And game number
game
6.
number 6.
Whatever that is.
Whatever game number 6 is. Where's the, there you go. Mugs
Hey,
away.
Nolan, I lost. You won.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, right. I didn't say anything. It's fine. Inside failed for you, but it'll clearly succeed for me, so I'll go inside.
Clearly. Nope.
No, that definitely did not work.
I will go evens.
Then I will go odds.
Game number 6.
Game number 6.
I can't fathom that I can't think of it right now. It's kind of silly.
It's a small list. Like, if
Yeah.
it were... I feel like at 7 or 8, we'd start to reach the point where I'd be like, yeah, sure.
And it's a Disney game, and it was an NES game, and there's not
And
even
it
all
was,
that
and it was
many
a Saturday
others.
afternoon cartoon, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yep, that is true.
I'm going to actually keep this hand to my own consternation. Right, and it's my initiative to boot. So we're going to put down this card, and also Valerie Cooper. Valerie Cooper has, when Valerie Cooper enters play, rally for a card with an activated power, which does include that card.
Rally Avengers. I say that every time. It's
You
not
do.
them.
It's not them every time. In fact, I think the last time I played Rally Avengers, I didn't rally for 4 turns, and everyone was confused. It was great.
I am Anarchy. Whenever Anarchy attacks Whenever Anarchy attacks an exhausted character, that character can't ready this turn. I think Valerie Cooper shouldn't ready this turn.
That's annoying. I guess I'm gonna not attack.
Alright.
You jerk.
I've got a card I can't play yet.
Ha!
I'm gonna attack you for 2.
Oh no, we each take
Oh,
one.
Noah. Yeah.
Playing the short-term
I got
game.
excited. I always play a
Celebrating the
short-term
game by a point of damage. Yes, I am stunned. I'll pass.
Likewise. I need that though. Let's do that.
True.
I have KG Beast.
Oh my.
At the start of my attack step, target player exhausts a ready character he controls.
Is that your formation?
Yes. Oh, that is not good. I'm going to reveal that I have the Battle for Metropolis, ongoing Revenge Squad characters in my front row, which is neither of these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Get +1 attack.
You showed
Anarchy's
me.
going to attack her.
You're having a time of it. And that is whenever he attacks an exhausted character or stuns.
Yes, attacks.
Okay. So
She cannot ready.
Each take one. I'm going to take 4 more.
Yep.
Ugh.
You picked S tier, man. And by
Sure
that I
did.
mean I picked S tier.
I sure did. And, yep, not ready. That's fine. What is happening? You know, deck, I wish sometimes and stuff.
Oh, well, hang in there.
I'm hanging.
I didn't get the thing that I needed.
That'll show you.
It will show me.
I don't have a 3-drop.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I'm hanging in.
it's not good.
Hanging in.
That might actually give me an opportunity not to do things. Yeah. Yep. I'm
That's
not gonna recruit a 3-drop.
horrifying. You could have done a thing if I recruited a character and you didn't. That's just not what I want. I will pass.
All right. I'm gonna tap Valerie Cooper. This is fun.
And another 4.
Yeah.
So be it. Come on, Valerie.
What the hell is in my game collection?
Game
Disney
number 6.
Disney Afternoon.
Game
Disney.
6.
Whoa. Just got real.
I hear that. I hear that. It is
My initiative.
your
Look at
initiative.
that. I'm going to recruit Livewire.
Livewire.
Livewire gets +2 attack while all the characters I control are in my front row. I'm also going to equip Livewire with power armor. The equipped character gets +2 attack and can attack as though it had flight.
That's a thing I don't like. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Would you like to start over? Because
We're not there yet. It's fine.
Kind of awful.
I have Cyclops. Cyclops is a leader. He says, activate stun target character with cost less than or equal to the number of characters adjacent to Cyclops. Used only during the combat phase. He does not have Energize, however. So
But it is Energize.
Maybe. You haven't seen anything that would
It's
indicate
true.
that
I
yet.
don't know that it's Energize.
Actually, that's technically not true. It said Energize on the card I rarely force successfully.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, Cyclops.
You gonna stun Anarchy?
Why, yes, I have to exhaust a ready character I control, and instead, I'm stunning Anarchy.
Okay.
Valerie Cooper's gonna ready, that'll show him.
Definitely helps.
It does help. I want her to attack KGB.
I'm gonna attack Valerie Cooper for
A Jillion.
12.
Yeah, that'll work.
I'm also going to team up because I'll forget. To play, choose 2 different affiliations among characters you control. Cross over those affiliations. I may discard another card named Truth and Justice to power up target, attack, or defender I control. I won't be doing it.
Yeah, I take 10. I will pass. It's depressing that I feel like that turn was looking up.
We have 2 ready characters. That's super important.
It matters a lot.
Super important.
Matters a lot.
Ah, sweet.
I have my 5-drop Rachel Summers Marvel Girl. She has she has Energize. Target player discards a card. Use only during the combat phase and only if you control another X-Men character. She's actually got shift. I could have shifted her. I should have done that earlier.
You sure should have.
Yeah, that would have given me her for free this turn.
I can understand why it wasn't on your mind. It's not a shift deck.
Yep, that is atypical. That is unfortunate. I could have done some stuff. Okay, no matter. I still have her. She has, activate target player discards a card. Use only during. Yeah, well, I already read that.
Alright, you did.
I did.
I'm going to recruit Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze says characters adjacent to Mr. Freeze can't ready. Now, I'm going to put him right here. It might look like he's adjacent to characters, but nobody's
But he's
adjacent
not.
to characters. I'm just using my space efficiently. I'm also going to give him power armor,
Yeah. Not too keen on
which
that.
gives him flight, or effective flight, and 2 attack.
Yeah, that's an option. That is an option. Gotta think about this here. Valerie Cooper is going to attack Livewire. I'm going to play Vocal Minority. A target X-Factor attacker gets +3 attack this attack. Boost, discard up to 2 cards. And that attacker gets an additional +2 attack for each card discarded this way. I will discard Valerie Cooper and Iceman. So I am an 8 attacking your Livewire.
Yeah, that's great. That'll work.
Also, I'm going to stun KG Beast.
I figured you might.
As
So I
I
will
must.
take a total of 6 from them.
And I do take 1.
I'll be attacking Cyclops.
Boy, he may not ready this turn.
That would make it your initiative. Are you thinking?
So it would. I sure forgot about that.
I probably shouldn't have done that. Do you mind if I back
do you
that
want to
up a little
reconsider?
bit? Let
May
me
reconsider.
look at the cards that I actually...
So you are not attacking with Anarchy, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
You may get a life back, of course.
Right. Yep. I'm not attacking with Anarchy because I must attack
With Mr. Freeze.
with Mr. Freeze against your 5-drop.
Yep. So, in response to that,
Assume I'll be discarding a card or 2.
that's probably true. I'm going to play Captive Audience. Target character gets +1 attack this turn. I will choose Rachel Summers. Boost, exhaust a character you control. If Captive Audience is in your resource row, turn it face down. Then Energize triggers. When attack, she readies. And I will make you discard 1 card.
I'll be playing Hush Baby.
Hush, baby.
Target Arkham Inmates attacker you control gets +2 attack, and it also gets +2 defense if it's not adjacent to any characters.
Your card is not adjacent to any characters. How many cards are in your hand?
2 cards in my hand.
I'm going to play the X Factor. Target X Factor character. Oh, actually, she is not X Factor. She's Starjammers and X-Men. I gotta watch that. My deck is all teamed up with X-Men, but there's some dissonance. So I guess what you do is gonna work. That's interesting. I have not foreseen that. Yeah, there's actually... That's not true. Not every character is X-Men. She's just X-Factor, and this does apply to X-Factor, but would not have applied to her either.
Okay, so
So
total
that-
attack
that will
on my
work.
side of the board was 15.
Ugh. So... Wow, that is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. You're ahead of me by 2. I will take 6 breakthrough. Or that's not 19. Ow.
And then I attack Cyclops.
Definitely a way better order of doing things. I must pass.
Killer Croc. No. Doomsday.
Mhm.
Whatever this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Doomsday.
Sure you don't have a Killer Croc in your hand.
No, it's not likely.
Not
right?
likely.
Doomsday has loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He's big.
He is fucking big. Okay, we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do Strong Guy. I guess you got Flight on everyone. We'll put him in front anyway.
I don't know Flight on Doomsday.
That's true. You have Flight on other characters who are similarly sized to Doomsday.
That's true.
Strong Guy has, whenever you use a character's activated power, he gets a 1/1 counter. And I will form like that.
Well, I've got to hit Strong Guy with Doomsday. Presently, his attack is
Yep.
15 and his defense is 13.
Yep. Might just get me this turn. Oh man, that sucks. I feel like this deck has just missed drops the past few times I've played it. This makes me sad. So I will play Captive Audience to boost my attack by 1. And pay the boost to flip it back down. So right now I'm getting
another Hush Baby.
So I do have this now. Strong Guy has X Factor, which gives an X Factor character I control +2 attack or +5 if it's ready. Right, +2.
So I think that will work for the counter stun.
Cool.
My attack is 17.
Yeah. I will take 11. Is that right? Yeah. 11. That's 8. Yeah, I don't think I can get you. 33 is a tall order. How close can I get?
I'm betting not very.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was pretty one-sided, even though I also missed 3,
Yeah.
which is a critical drop in this deck.
Yep. But you did get 4 and 5 with your power armors. That's pretty rough. Yeah, I think I can get you to like 15, and it's not close. So instead, I'll just attack Livewire.
I don't think you can.
Don't think I can. What?
Get me to 15.
Oh, do you have reinforcement?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then it's not close. So nonetheless, I will just attack Livewire.
Okay, her attack is currently 12.
Yes.
So you will be counters then.
Yes.
Your attack is
9.
9, so I will take 6.
Take 5, and beat me in the face for a lot.
When I beat you in the face for a lot.
Yep.
It's only 13 attack.
Yep. Well, my defense is all the way right now up to 6. So, so that will deal 7 plus 4. Yep. Negative 14. Or to take 14, that's negative 11. Yep. Yeah, that's really interesting. I think I missed. Yeah, missing 2 and 3 is not what you want in this deck. 2 is really useful, and 3 might be the best drop in the deck.
The 3 drops, both of them in that deck, are awful.
I drew
Awful,
Iceman
awful.
on turn 4, and it was really sad.
He's almost worth playing on 4.
It was close. Cyclops
Because
is
I
also
had the
really good.
2-drop, it might be the annoying 2-drop and an annoying 1-drop.
Yep.
Cyclops is probably the right choice in that situation.
Yep. And the thing that would have been different is had I been paying attention and shifted Jean Grey, I would have had Iceman.
Ah, yes,
And Jean
indeed.
Grey.
Oh, that would not have been.
That was a
It
terrible
would have been a very
misplay.
different game.
You never.
I'm not sure you would have won, but it would have been a lot closer.
Yeah, totally. I don't know that I would have won either, but I don't know the outcome. Because Iceman really matters. Iceman says you're down Mr. Freeze on that turn that I lost because of Mr. Freeze's attack.
He's can't recover, or exhausted, or what is
so
it? It's something awful.
He is target character can't ready the next time they would ready this turn, I think is
okay.
the wording.
Sure.
But he has Energize. So if you hit him, I keep 2 of your
Right,
characters
right.
locked. So you just can't hit him ever.
Which is
until
okay,
it's
because
the
I'm
death
beastly on defense as well. So.
blow. It's true. Like, it just would have stalled.
And then I did a Killer Croc, although I'm not sure I
Yeah.
had anything to discard for him. Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Yeah. Well, and I may have also made you discard Killer Croc. I almost had you out of cards with Jean Grey. So
That's
is
true.
he reservist?
He is reservist.
But he might have been.
I mean, I just drew him, so
Sure.
he was
Yep.
one of the cards in my hand just then.
Yeah, I made it as a terrible misplay. I never think to shift Jean Grey, and she is, like, she actually sits a little outside the deck. She's one of the very few characters that is not X Factor in the deck. But, or did I say Jean Grey? I meant Rachel Summers. But I have her in there also because, like, the shift is a great way to compensate for missing a drop. And I just didn't think she should have been a free recruit.
Hope Chris's stream unfroze. I haven't heard anything from the Peanut Gallery in a while.
Yep. I hope we're still broadcasting.
Me too. So that goes here. Because that was a brutal game. I would have figured for some sympathy belly aching over there.
Yep. All right. So the last deck is, of course,
Usually Chris's MO.
a double A. Pardon me.
It is a double A.
It is a double A.
So now we play this deck. Oh, the deck I always play. I'm gonna reroll.
Reroll.
I can't stand always playing this deck.
Don't
It's
play it.
absurd.
Play something different.
It's absurd. I haven't played this deck in a very long time.
So that is the opposite of the other deck that you play every
Yeah.
time.
Well, they have. I don't know if you noticed, but they share the same color. So every time I roll a deck, I'm like, oh,
You're
it's gonna be that
hopeful.
deck I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
played
yeah.
in a long time, and it's actually the deck I play every time.
I wonder if I'll remember what this other deck even is.
It's really annoying.
What
What are you doing?
Failed at shuffle.
Don't do that to your cards.
Everything is totally as planned.
Maybe the chat's just not working.
Could be. We do often need to fix the chat.
That's true. We are fixthechat.com.
There you be.
Oh, I get to roll. I want to go. Outer Die has been really killing it tonight.
It's been killing
That's
us.
my choice.
All right.
Yeah.
Outer Die.
All right. These guys are. I think they're odds.
I feel like Outer Die tends to win slightly more, but there's no reason that should be the case. Just sort of observe.
You know, consumer dice are not weighted particularly well.
Well, but yeah, I guess that's right. I guess if we see the
Everybody,
same
like,
combination,
That's part of the reason why I keep rolling the same decks and stuff. Is like, you know, or we don't
Yeah.
see all of our decks as regularly
Yeah.
as we should, or at least I don't.
I am going to keep.
They are imperfectly formed plastic. I did keep mine as well.
There you be.
That's-
What did you say? Odds or even?
I said I went odds. At least I meant to. I'm not sure if I did.
I accept.
So I will not be playing one drop.
Either.
Excellent.
It's now my initiative. I have Deadpool. Deadpool is concealed optional, and I'm going to make him concealed. He says at the
Shield.
start of the recovery phase, return Deadpool to his owner's hand if he didn't attack this turn. He's also a 4-2.
Yeah, you big dude. I remember that. Okay, I'll recruit Gypsy. Gypsy says, when Gypsy enters play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Put one on top of your deck and the rest on the bottom.
Which is a good card. we haven't seen these guys in a while. Well, boy, I am mysterious. I am a mysterious
You're pretty mysterious,
man.
yeah, especially with your melting face.
I am
over there.
mystified. Mr. Melting
Mistopheles?
Face Mistopheles. What is happening?
So I did that.
Yeah, I'm going to attack you for 4.
Okay, I guess I'm going to take 4. I'm going to attack you for 2.
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to take 2. It's a great game. Tons of tactics this one has.
Yes. That's kind of how Deadpool games go.
Deadpool games go. I'm going to do... that, I think. And it is your initiative.
Yep. I think I'm going to activate Gypsy to play Bat Signal.
Oh, sure.
To play Exhausted Gotham Knights character card you control, search your deck for a Gotham Knights character card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. I wonder if my 3-drop is a Gotham Knights character card. If she is not, that would be sad.
That would... I did one of those earlier tonight.
That's true.
Yeah.
She is, okay.
You're okay.
Barbara Gordon.
Okay.
Remember her.
How do you
Her
remember?
power is free draw a card. Use only once per turn.
She sure does look awfully concealed.
She's pretty concealed. She is concealed only. So I will be recruiting her.
I see. And is that your formation?
Yes. Yes, that is.
I'm going to recruit
No recruit.
Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow.
5-1. No, 5-4.
5-4, yeah. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow has discard a character card. Target defender gets -X defense this attack, where X is half its defense rounded up. Use only while she is in combat, or pardon me, only while she is attacking, and only once per turn. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to reveal that I have the hookup.
Okay.
To play, choose 2 different affiliations among characters you control. Ongoing, crossover those affiliations. Discard a Gotham Knights character card. Draw a card. Use this power only once per turn. Sorry, it also has that power. That's separate from the other power. Even though I read them back to back as though it weren't. So I'm going to discard a spoiler and draw a card.
Yep. So it's team up and deck cycle.
And then I'm going to free draw a card.
And I hope your draw does correct itself, because it seems like you're having some minor issues over there.
Oh, it's not terrible. And then I think I better attack you, right?
You could. You got to do something to
Better.
do it.
I'd better. I will attack you, and I will play from my hand Crack Shot. Target attacker gets +3 attack while attacking this turn and has range this turn.
It's a really, really crazy thing I could do, but it might be really, really dumb. Yeah, I think that flies. So you have 6 attack. I'm going to take 2 breakthrough, 3 for the stun. That's 5 damage.
I will take 3.
I got another 4 for you.
I will take 4 more.
Total 7. Very odd thing I could have done. I'll tell you what it is later. I'm sure it'll come up. It is now my initiative. Let's play this character. Yeah. Gonna be Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter has discard a character card. At this turn, Sharon Carter can attack target character as though it were visible and unprotected, and it loses and can't have reinforcement.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's not that fine.
She's a jerk. She's a jerk.
What do you have to do that?
I must discard a character card. And it only lets her go after the target character.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute Gypsy for Gypsy.
Yeah.
When Gypsy comes into play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck.
Yep.
Put one on top of your deck and the rest on the bottom of your deck.
And then draw it because you have Barbara Gordon.
Yep.
Man, that's some shenanigans deck cycle. I guess it's effectively deck cycle, but you get to call to your best stuff. So it's like premium deck cycle.
Yeah.
Discard.
I'm going to free draw a card.
Yep. Discard Gypsy, get a card from your deck. Top 3 cards.
Then I'm going to discard Lady Blackhawk to draw a card from the hookup.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Then I'm going to substitute Barbara Gordon for Barbara Gordon.
Jeez. It's 3
I'm going to
cycle.
free draw a card.
My word.
That'll be useful. Then
Good gravy.
I'm going to substitute Huntress for Gypsy, and I'm going to substitute Catwoman for Barbara Gordon.
What the hell?
Then I'm going to recruit Ted Grant.
I don't even know what to say.
So Ted Grant's power is activate. Target attacker or defender you control gets +3, -3 to this attack, and I may move Ted Grant to my hidden or visible area. The Huntress gets -3, +3 while visible, and Catwoman also gets -3, +3 while visible.
Right. Stats swapped while visible. And Ted Grant is... Say Ted again? How does he
I
work?
can activate Ted Grant, and target attacker or defender I control gets +3, -3, and then I can move Ted Grant hidden or visible.
Okay, so he moves himself hidden or visible, and he gives any character +3 attack. What was he may? +3, -3. Then my course is clear. Natasha Romanoff will attack Ted Grant. And I will discard a card. A character card to cut your defense in half. Rounded.
Hey.
Rounded up. Where X is half its defense rounded up. So you will have 3 defense.
Right.
And I will get stunned back correctly.
That's okay, I think. So I will take 2 breakthrough, 6 for that.
And I will take 3. And then some damages, I think.
I guess I just team attack you for 4.
36. Also knock my life dice far away from me. I think I just try to attack Catwoman for 8.
Okay. I will play Birds of a Feather. Target Birds of Play, attacker or defender gets +2 this attack, plus an additional +1 this attack for each other Birds of a Feather in your resource row or KO'd pile. was I doing for that for? I can't move her. Visible. No, that's fine. And then I will play Good Cop, Good Cop. Target Gotham Knights Defender in your spurt roll gets +2 attack this attack and has reinforcement this attack.
+2 attack and reinforcement, and +2 attack.
Yep.
That exactly matches me.
Yep.
And you reinforcement.
Yep. Unless you discard a card.
That's sad. No. Unless I discard a card. Ugh, I'll do that. Yeah, that'll work. Ouch. That's a very costly attack.
1, 2, 3.
It's back to you.
I must pass.
Gotta try and attack.
You do have enough to get Huntress. That's sad.
It's
We'll
close.
take 2.
Yeah. I don't feel great about it. That was supposed to be a huge swing, and it was a good turn with initiative for me. But now I have to choose between losing an incredibly awesome character or an incredibly awesome visible character who is smaller. And that is a sad position to be in. Yeah, I'm not psyched about that result.
I'm going to discard 10 grant to draw a card.
Yeah.
That's what I needed last turn. It's not last turn, though.
It's not. But it is a draw. I did lose Natasha. Draw 2 cards. That's really interesting.
I'm going to recruit Cassandra Cain.
That might matter.
I may discard a Gotham Knights or Birds of Prey character card, and Cassandra Cain gets +1/+1 this attack.
Yes. I am. This is turn 5, huh? I'm going to recruit Doc Samson. Doc Samson has reservists. He says when he enters play, rally for a character card. I have failed. If successful, he has a vulnerability this turn. Then, I am going to power dampen Cassandra Cain.
Ah. Interesting.
I might get a chance to do something I think I've never done with this deck. There's a card that I've gotten, I'm like, this never matters, but you keep it in there for that one time you can be a jerk and because the threat of it is nice. But I don't think I have ever played a card I might play this game, and I'm really excited. I might get to play that card that I never played.
Does that mean I just lead with Cassandra Cain? That's kind of weird. I think I do. I think this is not going to work either, but I must try. Cassandra Cain is going to attack Doc Samson.
Yep, I sure wish I'd gotten that invulnerability. That was really supposed to go in my favor.
I'm going to play Tied Down.
Oh no.
Target defender gets -3 attack this attack, and an additional -1 attack for each other tied down in my research row.
So
Okay,
bad. That's really bad. I wish you did not have that. You're getting a lot of good. Man, they have such strong stat manipulation. So legit. That really, really sucks. I did not even get the counters done. Still 9, so I would take 7 from that. Man, I might not get to do my cool thing.
Oh,
That
I'm
is
sorry.
very odd.
I didn't
as
mean to subvert
why.
your cool thing.
You have no idea why that's like the circumstances in which you have prevented the thing are very strange.
I was just trying to make you play something or maybe get away with an attack here, and I didn't realize it was catastrophic.
That's really bad. That is very, very bad. I do anything. I think I've just ruined this turn. Oh my god. That's such a disaster. God, it's so awful.
We're way early, so we might have time for another game yet.
I guess I'm going to play Messiah Complex. Return a character card from your KO'd pile to your hand, and exhaust 2 characters you control to gain endurance equal to the cost of the card you returned. I will exhaust these 2, and return Bullseye to get 4 life back.
Okay.
Then I am going to take 7 damage, putting me at 29 times 10. I'll pass.
Really? You're not gonna hit Dead Grant? Interesting.
I'm gonna hit Ted Grant.
I guess I hit you for 7.
Yeah, only 2. And then Deadpool pops to my hand.
That didn't go
That was
well.
a horrible turn. I still think it was the right choice to play it the way I did in the circumstance that I had, but I'm not ecstatic about it. Okay.
I'm gonna discard Catwoman to draw a card.
Reasonable choice. It is my initiative. I'm going to recruit War Machine. War Machine has Reservist. He also says characters get -1/-1 while attacking him.
I will recruit.
He does have flight range, by the way.
Yeah.
That is useful.
That's weird. I might want to recruit that. Even though I really thought I was going to recruit that.
Me too.
I guess I recruit Black Canary. Down Lance. Down Lance is -3/+3 while visible.
Yep. It's legit. That is legit. Too legit. Right. Swapped while visible. You did recruit her visible.
Yes. Guess I can protect her.
Good. It's an option. Boy, oh boy, what are the odds you got some horrible traps lying in wait?
Some. 5 cards.
A lot of cards.
I've been cycling like a crazy person, so they're good
Sure
cards.
have. Ugh. How do I do this? It's so brutal. Been a weird fight. And Ted Grant modifies attackers or defenders.
Correct.
Right. Nothing else you have on the board is in effect right now except for your deck cycle.
Which is already spent this turn.
Yeah. Which is already spent this turn. I guess I'm just going to attack Ted Grant.
I accept. We enter combat. Then, I activate Ted Grant to give himself +3/-3 and move him to my concealed area. Then,
Hold. I'm contemplating doing something in response to that. I will play You're Under Arrest. Play only if you control a S.H.I.E.L.D. character. Negate target activated effect from a character.
oh dear.
Boost, return a character you control to its owner's hand, which I am not going to do. And the character whose effect was negated can't ready. Which would have been awesome if I gotten to keep Deadpool around.
I really needed that to happen. The rest is going to work. I'm going to take more damage. I guess I can still go for the counter stun. I have to play this instead. Birds of a Feather! +3 attack. It's +2/+1 for each, but I've already played one. So.
Wait, what was the first thing you played to boost your attack?
Oh, his effect fizzled, so he's
Yes.
only 7. Right.
Yes.
So nothing. Nothing?
Hopefully nothing. Though you
Yes.
take 3 less damage, actually.
Yes, that's true. I will take 9 from that. Now.
Well, you'll get to return the favor any second.
I will. I guess I just gotta attack Ted Danson with
Ted Dance.
Doc Samson with Dynalore Alliance.
Yep. And your attack is 11,
Yep.
which is going to hurt a lot.
Yep.
So that I also take 9.
Woo!
I do have License to Kill, which I'm going to play. Play choose a S.H.I.E.L.D. character you control, and I will choose Sharon Carter. Whenever That's not worded the way I thought. I'm not playing that right
Okay,
now.
sure.
I'll pass.
I guess I should go for a War Machine.
You are -1/-1 when attacking him.
Close. I might not be able to get him. I might not go for War Machine. I also pass.
Indeed.
Stupid power timbers. As soon as I can move her concealed, you're fucked.
That's true. That's true. You can fire Ted Grant anytime.
That's true. I needed to that thing and some stuff though.
Yeah, that's fair. Man, that was my initiative. That's terrible. S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting rolled. I mean, the life totals, I guess, aren't that distinct, but it feels like a rolling. They're just... You got so much early card draw that I can't get ahead on you, and all your awesome powers are happening.
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
That's better long term, that's better short term. The game's probably going to end this turn.
It seems likely.
Maybe I'll play the short term thing. I'm going to recruit Barbara Gordon, Oracle. When Barbara Gordon enters play, draw 3 cards.
God dang.
And I'm going to discard Dick Grayson to draw a card. Yeah, that's okay. That's a good combination of things in my hand.
Yep. Yeah.
Actually, I think I might protect that right this time.
Yeah.
Since I know you have tricksy hobbitses.
Damn Skippy. I am. Sorry, are you for me?
Yeah.
I'm going to recruit Iron Man. Iron Man can be
Stupid
equipped
starter.
with any number of equipment. Also, search your deck for an equipment of cost 1 or less that coincidentally may be named Extremis Armor. And equip it to Iron Man. Put it into play equipped to Iron Man.
Right.
Interesting. Put it into play equipped to Iron Man. So theoretically, that would circumvent, I think, equip rules. Which doesn't matter anyway, because Extremis Armor can be equipped to him validly. Extremis Armor says equip only to Iron Man. If equipped character would become stunned, instead you may KO Extremis Upgrade. It's Extremis Upgrade, not Extremis Armor. And if you do, exhaust the equipped character.
Are you 13?
Yeah. You at 19?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like that?
Yeah.
I need to think for a moment. I'm going to substitute Bullseye for Sharon Carter.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I didn't know he was substitute. Oh, this is awful.
That's my one hope. Get him, Bullseye.
Stupid Bullseye.
Bullseye has Activate. Return Bullseye to his owner's hand. Stun target attacker with cost less than the number of resources you control. Use only if you control another Shield or Thunderbolt's character. Haha, 2 can play the substitute game. And
that sucks a lot.
I think I do form like this.
That means that the only character I can attack with
With
safely
certainty, yes.
is my 7th round.
Yup. Seems accurate. I am still terribly alarmed here, just to be clear.
And if I attack Iron Man, you KO Extremis and exhaust him.
That is, if he would become stunned. I forget if it's a may or I have to. If a equipped character would become stunned, instead you may KO Extremis Upgrade. If you do, exhaust the equipped character.
He is a 16-15.
That is a true series of words that you have just used.
I think I do have to attack him with Barbara Gordon. Which is weird because that's actually the slow game. I will attack him with Barbara Gordon. I will play that Birds of a Feather I tried to play last turn.
And that's
It's just +3, or it's +2, +1, so +3.
sorry, all to attack. It's all an attack buff.
Yes.
So your attack would be 17. So if nothing else happened, you would be stunned, but I would
be
take
stunned, or
2
you-
breakthrough. I'm a 1650.
Oh, look at that.
You gotta have something out of that amount of cards.
Sure, yeah, I have power up.
Pretty good choice. So then I would take 3 breakthrough, and I would lose Extremis. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Sorry.
It's okay, dear. Comedy is real. Take the 3. Well, I don't get to use my big attacker, which certainly serves you well. Yeah. Do this heap. I'm gonna play Invasion Plans by exhausting Doc Samson to draw 2 cards.
Wow, exhausting an attacker now. That's fascinating. You're in trouble if you're doing that.
Sort of. I mean, Samson gets counter-stunned no matter who he goes up against. Interesting.
You're playing the long game, too. You're trying to stall the next turn.
Maybe.
You think you can stall the next turn?
Be nice. Boy, this is great. What are the odds? I must attack Ted Grant.
I'm going to attempt to use his power.
Mm-hmm. So the attack starts, you use the power, I accept.
Plus 3, minus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to move him concealed? Is there a reason to move him concealed? I'll move him concealed. Then play good cut, which is plus 2 attack and reinforcement.
You got enough right now to get him.
Do I?
Plus 2 attack and plus 3
Yeah,
attack.
that's true.
Man, the reinforcement. Ugh. This draw has been very strange. So now I need to think. Your defense is 3. Your attack is huge. I'm going to play from my hand Security Clearance. To play, return a non-stunned shield character you control to its owner's hand. Search your deck for a card and put it into your hand.
Searching for power?
I don't know yet. I'm searching for a card. It's probably that one. That's probably the card. Toss up. There are 2 options, I think. I do one more rifle. Alright. The question is answered. I will search for that card. Do I have multiple of them in my deck? What the hell? Did I like pass it? This card seems really important to only have there. Okay. I'm going to shuffle my deck. Thusly I shuffle. Still shuffling. Almost done shuffling. I've concluded my shuffle. That's great. That's a good shuffle. Thank you. Then I am going to play Lay Down with Dogs. To play, discard a character card. I will discard Deadpool. Choose one. Target character you control has reinforcement this turn, or target character loses and can't have reinforcement this turn. I will choose Ted Grant. I cannot stop the counter stun.
So my defense is 3.
Is currently 3.
Which means I'll take 11.
Currently true.
Breakthrough. And 4. So I will go to 4.
I will go to 4. Get him, Bullseye. Man, you're really thinking about it. I know you get like 9 million points of stat manipulation. The only way this works, and we both know what it is that you have enough attack to threaten Iron Man with one of your attackers, force me to bounce Bullseye, and then still have enough attack with your other attacker, and I have nothing to stop that.
Well, here's the deal.
Yeah, I don't like this. Too much thinking on your part.
If we go to next turn,
Yeah.
I have tremendous board position on you.
Mm.
I have a handful of likely useful cards.
Mm.
I won't have initiative. That probably won't matter. But I can end it. Maybe. Boy, I sure want to. I think it's the wrong choice.
Yep.
But what a spectacular ending it would be.
Oh. Yeah. I admit that's terrifying.
So what I do,
Mm-hmm.
I activate Cassandra Kane to play Bat Signal.
Search for an 8-drop.
I think I've only got one in the deck.
Yep.
But it's a good one.
I believe you. And then you pass.
I will pass.
I will also pass, but only after playing another Vision Land.
The 8-drop I got was Batman. And I will reveal him in a moment so I can read him then.
Yeah. Curious. Yeah, I still think I'm at a terrible disadvantage, but I made it interesting with my search for a reinforcement stripper.
That was painful. Yeah, I was worried. Alright, 2 more cards from the draw. I get to recover Grant.
Cover War Machine.
Do I have anything I can stack? I'm going to stack Birds of a Feather,
Mm-hmm.
just to denote that boosts itself. What did I draw? More stuff.
I'm just going to stack up some cards that won't matter so we can keep things on stream.
Right. I'm going to discard Spoiler to draw a card. And it's your initiative.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
I don't think I've ever seen this deck, get to 8.
It's uncommon.
I wonder if there's an 8-drop in there.
Your draw has been feisty. Well, I can tell you with all sincerity, there is an 8-drop in this deck. It is not in my hand.
Aw.
So I now have to kind of decide what I do. I have a couple of choices.
I should play a resource. I should play a resource.
So I think I play. Oh, that's weird. Might be the right play. It's risky. I don't like it. We're on 8. right play. That's a tough effing call. That is a tough call. I have like 3 decent options. Nothing great, and I know you've got your 8 drop. 3 decent options. What do I think has got the best shot again? So I'm going to start by flipping the raft. At the start of your recruit step, each player loses 1 endurance for each character they control. It's 3 for me,
Aw.
and 4 for you.
I guess the game ends for this turn.
And I think the right play is I will recruit Marvel. You may later learn I made the wrong choice. This is what we do now. Marvell says when he enters play, target player loses 1 endurance for each face-down resource in play, which is only 5. If you may flip yours, go ahead. Saves you a point.
I'm in a hole. I gotta make up 8 life. It's gonna be tough.
Well, I got a 6 drop and you're getting an 8 drop, so it's a tall order.
Yeah, but you still have Bullseye, who's a jerk.
That's true, and I'm actually gonna form like that.
Which means, essentially, I have 1 fewer characters. Probably my largest. I will be recruiting Batman, and I will recruit him into my concealed area, even though that's very risky.
That is true.
Do I want to do that? Because you have initiative, that's why I'm doing
Do you
that.
have
Do you have
initiative?
enough flight? Yeah, you have a lot of flight. So he's concealed. Batman's power is...
So bad.
Whenever you play a plot twist, draw a card.
So bad. Yeah. How many cards in your hand right now?
6.
I sure wish you did not have 6 cards in your hand right now. My best play is also not a good play, and I don't like that. I think my best play is to hit Cassandra Cain with Iron Man.
Okay.
And I don't like that.
I'm going to play Cry for Blood. Target character you control gets +3 attack while defending this turn. If it's a Birds of Prey character with Concealed, you may move it to your hidden or visible area.
So you will strip power whatevers. Yup, yup.
Ted Grant will reinforce Cassandra Cain.
It's good.
Whose attack is now 12. Oh, and I draw a card from that.
So bad. I guess the plus side is by initiating with this attack, unless you can actually stop my stun of your character, every character you draw is not useful to you. If I went for someone else first, then you could keep drawing characters and it would ultimately power up Cain.
12 is my attack, I said.
Yeah, so you need a minimum of 3 cards to discard.
I'm going to play from my hand Break You.
Mm-hmm.
As an additional cost to play Break You, discard up to 3 cards from your hand. Target attacker or defender gets +2 attack for each card you discarded this way. I will discard 2.
2. Very good.
But I will also draw a card.
Oh, Batman.
So my attack has become
Pretty
16.
You got me. I will take 7.
I will take 5.
-4.
I'm at -10.
Yup.
Marvell did his thing.
He did his thing.
His stats are the same as War Machine's. You could argue War Machine's a little harder to stun. So Batman will attack War Machine.
Can't believe you're getting me, 'cause stupid Batman.
I'm going to play from my hand Tied Down to reduce your attack by 4. I mean, draw a card. Then I'll play from my resource row Tied Down to reduce your attack by 5. I mean, draw a card.
Okay. I will play Lay Down with Dogs and discard a card. I will discard X-Man. Choose one. Target character you control has reinforcement. Yeah, I'll pick that one. It's stupid because now we're both at -10. And I lose because I don't think I can do anything to make you finish me. That's ridiculous. That's so sad. Stupid Batman. Is there any way to ping you? I'll just Marvel to play invasion plans. Oh, really? Pass. I think you just get me anyway, because you can attack me and force me to bullseye and then hit me for real.
I guess if I make a team attack and you stun one of my attackers, I don't cause breakthrough.
That's correct.
That's interesting.
That is correct.
I think it still might be the right play to pass in this situation.
It's arguably safer. I'm at a huge disadvantage.
I think that's the right play. I'm sorry that it seems like I'm drawing it out.
No, that's all. You gotta be safe. It's fair. I'm not gonna lose War Machine.
Cassandra Cain, Ted Grant, Bob Gordon, Batman, Dinah Laura Lance. I don't have many visible characters.
That's true.
Boy, that bullseye is such a thorn in my
He is
side.
a thorn. It's interesting. I made a misplay this game too, and it was just one. And it's I don't know how
Discard
important it
fixes
was,
the
but it
draw
is
card.
not nothing, and it's kind of annoying. It is your initiative. We'll remind you that when it gets to my initiative, the raft will ping us.
I'm having trouble finishing you off, and that's kind of annoying.
Well, I'll make it interesting. We'll do my darndest.
And
While
now-
we rivet the people we're probably not streaming to.
Now you can stun any of my characters.
That's true.
I don't like that.
Sure is true.
So... Jeez, what a terrible situation. I'm going to recruit everyone on Batman.
Yeah.
RE1 is flight for everyone characters and free move target birds of prey character you control to your hidden or visible area. They must have concealed. Target birds of prey character with concealed.
Yeah, it's a free move a turn. Very
I think
important.
I'm going to recruit Dick Grayson, who lets me discard a character to give a character reinforcement, and also lets me draw a card whenever he stuns anyone.
Yeah. Very carefully. You got initiative, boy. Wish that you did not have initiative. I do wish that. Man, I wish I could do that thing that I can't do. I can't do it. I wish I could. It's really annoying. Is that your formation?
Yes.
I will take 3.
I will take 6.
I will recruit Thor.
Uh-oh.
Thor says, discard your hand. Target player loses X endurance, and you draw X cards, where X is the number of S.H.I.E.L.D. character cards you discarded this way. Use only once per
We
turn.
might win this game.
I think you've got way too much firepower. But we'll see. I get to foil 1 attack, potentially. And I'm going to form like... Actually, maybe it should form like that. There is a 17-14 with flight range.
I'm sorry, I did misform. I meant for Cassandra King to be
Sure.
in an attack position, if that's all right.
I accept that would be a pretty egregious buffoonery. I don't think I've got you, but like I missed so many of my ping pieces for most of the way. I should have played this one turn earlier too. 1 or 2
What's
turns.
going on here?
But it's weird.
Darn you, Kyle.
If I win this, I will be surprised. But I've been surprised before. I would love that surprise. I want to win a game tonight. If I win this one, it'll feel cool, because it's been quite the effort. At least I'm making you fight for it. Either way, I'm feeling good about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's just freaking bullseye.
You have a 7-drop, 2 6-drops, an 8-drop, a 5-drop, and a 4-drop. I just have 4 characters.
I'm going to attack Marvel with Cassandra King.
Go on.
I'm going to play another Break You from my hand with 2 more cards for +4 attack. Also, I will draw a card.
Yeah, you sure will. You sure will draw a card.
I do have to play this.
Oh, man.
I'm going to play Tied Down for -5 attack for you.
Oh, come on. No counter stuns ever?
Get to draw a card.
That's annoying. Would have gotten that counter stun too. I
Still can get the stun.
I can?
Yes. You can pop. What's his nuts?
Oh, yeah, the WoW. Not the time. Sure, it'll work. So your attack, you give yourself +4.
Yes.
So I take 7. Oh, that's so terrible. So Ted Grant and Everyone both let you move, guys, which is annoying.
Everyone only lets me target birds of prey, which is everyone, with concealed.
I thought you were teamed up. Did you not team up?
I did team up, but Dick Grayson doesn't have concealed.
Oh, I see.
So I can't target Dick Grayson with birds of prey, and Ted Grant lets me do it anyway. And Ted Grant only moves himself, so he doesn't
Right,
really have
he
the character.
moves himself, but he still gives that stat difference, which is annoying. I'm going to discard my hand and ping you for each S.H.I.E.L.D. character card, which is all 6.
Ouch!
I will
Kyle!
draw 6. And
Dang
hope
it.
I get something really cool. Come on, what are you doing? That is just bizarre. Okay, so I pinged you. Still in it. Damage. you still have Batman, which I don't like. I don't like that. I wish you did not have Batman.
Wishes were horses, we'd all be eating steak. Hey, Chris said something. That's good.
He did say a thing. Yeah, he's still lurking. That's good.
He said something like 5 minutes ago, and I only just now noticed.
Well, we have a delayed reaction with such things.
Why can't I finish you off? It's so frustrating.
Stupid Ted.
Stupid bullseye.
Well, so Ted Grant only moves himself. He only moves himself. Everyone lets you move it. Birds of Prey character with concealed.
Yes.
That means you can't move Dick Grayson. That's interesting. That means I must attack Dick Grayson with Iron Man and the God's Eye Satellite.
Which does what?
Plus X attack where X is my cost.
You should read things when you flip them.
I
We're
should.
still streaming.
No, that's fair. I was getting there. It was just dramatic effect. Yeah, target shield character you control gets plus X attack this turn, where X is its cost. At the start of the recovery phase this turn, return that character to its owner's hand.
So you're forcing me to reinforce and hope that I don't have
Enough additional firepower.
Right. Alright, so I will reinforce Dick Grayson. You might be able to strip reinforcement too, in which case this would be super bad.
It's true. Currently, we will allow the reinforcement.
And I do have another Birds of a Feather,
Goddamn.
which is target Birds of Prey attack or defender you control gets +2 attack this attack, an additional +1 for each other Birds of Feather you've played, which is 2, so it's 4 more attack for a total of 4 or 6. No, sorry, 4 +1 for each additional one, so a total of 4. 16 attack, and a draw card.
Alright. I'll take 7.
I will take 6, and I will draw a card
Yep.
from Dick Grayson's power.
Yep.
You're right. I do got you because you can't stop enough of my
So
attacks.
frustrating. It's very challenging to fight a strong stat manipulation deck when you draw basically no stat manipulation. I've been having to rely on ping to make up for that, and it hasn't been enough because I haven't drawn most of it when I needed it.
So I attack Thor with Barbara Gordon. I think that's the right thing.
Yeah, that's probably right. You currently tie me for attack.
Then you can get ahead. This is tricky. It's still the right play. I might not have you. Like, you have some swings coming, and it's
Yeah.
complicated.
Yep. No, you got me.
Well, you stun her right now with Bullseye. You get to swing.
Yeah, I guess I have an attack left. It's the right choice because I need the attack.
Then I can probably get the counter stun.
But
and
you
swing
can-
through with that.
yeah.
All right.
Because you can just
So
move
you
it.
stun her, and I just take 7.
Yep.
So I get a negative 35.
I get my attack, but I did not draw. I've drawn so few.
Well, don't you return him to your hand?
Oh yeah. I bet, yes. Yes, I do not take initiative this time.
Okay, better not stick around.
No.
But you didn't make me play anything for that play.
Right. Yeah, and I mean attacking you is. I mean, I do it. You swap him with Ted Grant to get the counter stun. No, you don't even. I attack. You swap with everyone, and then you reinforce with Ted Grant.
Yeah, probably. That's probably the way to go.
Yep. And then I take 7. You take 6, and then you swing back. Man, no, I drew I don't think this deck has much stat modification. It's got a few things that I didn't draw at any point that are stat modi. Well, I made it interesting.
I had to delay 3 turns to get past friggin' Bullseye. 2 turns?
Yep.
It was.
My misplay early on was I could have KO'd Ted Grant, and I misplayed it, and then could not. That was the one where I flipped a card and I'm like, I'll do this thing. Oh, this is worded differently. I should have done that earlier and KO'd Ted Grant. And that actually might have been pretty consequential because he was a big deal.
Your early play, the funny thing is, obviously this is a very concealed deck.
Right.
Your early play, is it Sharon Carter who can attack concealed?
Yeah.
Forced me to get rid of my
Right.
little characters,
Right.
which are staples in this deck. So,
But you on that one turn alone, you did you cycled so I couldn't stop the cycle or the draw quickly enough, and I never overcame it. And then you got your bat signals. I've always said Birds of Prey was a really strong deck, and I never.
they're fun too. I like them.
Yeah, I think they're a lot of fun. There was a time period when you didn't like.
I didn't like them for a while. That's true.
Yeah. Well, I think
I may have rebalanced them and made them feel better.
Yeah, I mean the thing I always liked about them was I do enjoy stat moddy decks, and I just didn't get the ping that I needed. Just couldn't get it.
Pinged me a lot.
But only from turn 6 on, and what's supposed to happen is on 6 and 7 I ping you and you're dead. But I've been pinging you a little bit the whole way, and so I couldn't ping you when you were dead. Instead, I pinged you to stay tied with you, which is ultimately a quick trip to you getting Batman.
Which was lucky for me too, right?
Yep.
I stayed in it kind of accidentally.
Yep.
I had the board position, but I think you had the momentum for those turns.
I had a little momentum. I felt down the whole game, but I also felt like I was never out of it. And, for example, if you hadn't gotten your 8-drop, if you just didn't have a bat signal, I mean, that would have been huge. Batman was absolutely essential 2 turns in a row. He was absolutely essential. So if you'd even drawn another 7-drop, I don't think you would have gotten me because of Bullseye being able to block. But Batman 2 turns in a row, I just couldn't contend.
Bullseye's so evil.
He's a jerk.
Well, I don't think we got time for another one, which means we're probably going to call it a little earlier than we usually do.
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, you swept me tonight, 3 straight.
No, you beat me in the first game.
Except for the first game. Touche. I don't know, that one wasn't.
It was okay.
It was okay. It was okay. Yeah, I guess you're right.
The middle game was kind of rough for you. And
last game was not a bad game.
Yeah.
I was a little frustrated that I just couldn't. I felt like I was almost there the whole time.
Well, I didn't let it on, but in the early game, I made every attack exactly.
Right.
You didn't play anything, and I was so lucky that you didn't.
Yeah.
You kept saying oh my god, all these stats, and I'm like, God, I hope he doesn't have 1 defense or anything like that.
Yep. Well, I wish it did. I would have played it. And S.H.I.E.L.D. is actually.
I think I did that 4 attacks, and this is exactly the right number. And if he plays anything, I'm in trouble.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is a very strange deck. I like him. I think S.H.I.E.L.D. is very scary.
They are scary.
But they're stat mods.
I can't believe he's substitute. That's
hilarious. Yeah. I mean,
substitute.
he's a jerk. He's a real jerk. But yeah, I think it's very interesting. Man, it's one of those games where I look back and I'm little things didn't quite go right. Like if Doc Samson had freaking triggered and I had that invulnerability, I would have had 5 more life. That might have meant the difference on a key.
I can't believe that when I attacked him with Cassandra, who had no powers, and at the time I didn't let it on, but I had no way of moving her either, so I couldn't give her her powers back.
You foiled so many of my clean swings. You foiled. I mean, if I bet you foiled 5 attacks that were significant stat swings. That was the thing that was probably every time I got a little more salty. I'm like, damn it, just once, let me get the clean attack. But you counter-stunned so much. And even that cursed final tied down. And that didn't even make the difference because you were able to board position it to Batman anyway. But, well, I mean, maybe it would have made the difference because I would have had 1 more character on the board with 6 more health.
Would have been, a bunch more life.
Yeah, because you would have had to swing through, I don't know, somebody you wouldn't have gotten. So many thwarted clean attacks. That's one of the things, right, is it's so essential that when you're down, the way you try to get character advantage back is you have to hit down and force your opponent to be aggressive and hit through your bigger characters, and it just didn't matter. I don't even know how I didn't reduce the number of cards in your hand. Like, yes, the last 2 turns you had Batman.
Well,
So
I
of course
drew in the early game. I drew like
you did get like
I drew
3 or
3
4.
extra cards with
Gordon.
Gordon.
And then
I drew 3 with the
later
7-drop Gordon.
Yep.
I searched twice with Bat Signal.
Yep. So you
and
drew.
I mostly
8
was cycling cards and didn't play them until the last few turns.
Right. No, you had tremendous, and then of course Batman.
And then
got you,
Batman
like, an extra
means
5 or
anything I
6
play
cards.
cycles, right?
I mean, I made you use most of it. Like,
Yeah, I was worried. I was running out of crap.
yeah. Yeah, I think Batman got you 4 or 5. You probably drew like 15 cards that game. Yeah, probably 13, 15. But I kept feeling like I couldn't. God, even that blasted reinforcement card. That saved you a
Which
lot of like.
you can break, and that's terrible.
I'm
like, oh, I got this trick, and then you're like, you might not have the trick, and I'm like, oh no, I might not have the trick.
Yeah. The tricky thing with that card, it's a great card. I mean, it's versatile, but it does require a character discard. I think, like, the weakness of the deck, right, is there's always that balance between, when you discard your cards. Because I do want to say, if I remember, I think Thor is kind of my 7 or 8 drop ping closer. Like, I don't have a true 8 drop in the deck. I don't think. But it's like Thor, and then I ping you down because I've been bouncing characters to my hand the whole game, and then I Thor you. There were a couple of things. There are 2 offensive cards, which is God's Eye and the S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier. And the Helicarrier is tough to play. That's the one that just flat out boosts my stats for forever. But I have to pop a bunch of stuff to flip it to begin with. And then God's Eye is massive attack, but also those characters then have to pop to my hand at the end of the turn. And it's really, really good for linchpin stuff. But I didn't get any of those attack pumps. But that really wasn't the problem. The problem was you just kept counter stunning me.
Did you have? If I had matched Iron Man's defense on 6,
yeah,
was that when we were debating whether to go to 7? I think so.
Well, you had one play where you had to
7?
debate on 8 about whether or not to go to 9, because you
Was
had
that 8?
you had already spent Batman, and you had the 2 characters. I mean, I think we're talking about the same one. Maybe it was 7. It was either 7 or 8, and I think it was 7. I think it was 7 because what you ended up doing was searching for Batman instead of trying to pound through.
Did you have a play?
I did not. You could have got.
I could have matched his defense with either character.
Well, it's funny. Like I said,
But I was like, I can't risk the game because if it doesn't work, I just lose that turn.
Right. That's it. It's totally surreal because we apparently both of us at a couple of times were like right on the edge. Like those early turns, you were on the edge, where you were just matching exactly my defense, but the whole time, I don't think I had. I don't know if I ever drew a defense buff. I powered up once that game. I didn't modify my stats. Did I ever modify my stats outside of like a power up?
We used God's Eye.
God's Eye on the final turn.
God's
Eye on the final turn.
I feel like you did something.
Maybe I should have saved God's Eye because you can use that on attack or defense. Maybe if I saved that and tried to counter stun Batman. I don't know.
I would have. I had pile on, so I would have done a ton of breakthrough unless you also had reinforcement.
Okay.
I had like another +6 attack or something.
I mean, maybe you wouldn't have reinforced it, just saved your other 11 attack. Like, I had to make it a bigger attack threat than your character behind, so I had to do it.
Man, Bullseye's so hard to deal with. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I made the right choices either.
Yeah.
Like, wait. No, waiting makes it bad too.
Yep.
Waiting lets him attack more people.
Yeah, lets him get Batman. It's great. He just sits over there. And I can only do him once, but it's a huge threat. It's a huge threat.
And that's why I would have tried to end it on 7. Because, like...
Yep. No, it was tough. It was a really tough, but the search for Batman. Wish he hadn't got. There were so many I wishes. Wish Doc Samson had fired that fucking guy. I mean, the majority of the cards in this deck are characters, and he fires like 1 out of 5 games. I get my character, and I get my 1 measly turn of invulnerability. It's all he's good. He's got this huge attack, but a piddling little defense. His stats are literally, I think, as good as Wolverine, right, from the X-Men set, where he's that exact same stat ratio, except instead of recovering for free every turn, he gets 1 bloody turn of invulnerability on a successful rally. And I guess the rally is a positive effect, too, if it fires. It's just the act of getting a card. But, man, I never get him to work. Oh, Doc Samson. It's almost just principle with him. But nonetheless, yeah, I'm glad I kept it interesting. Threaten you move, bullseye and ping.
I was worried that whole time. Like,
Yep.
like the board position felt good, but I'm watching, especially with the ping. Like, I think both times I felt comfortable until you pinged.
Right.
Like, I'm like, I got this great board position, and our lives
And then I
are
threw
about
a ping
even,
out there.
and then you ping me for like 6, and it's like,
Yep.
oh,
Yep.
wait a minute. Now I just have the board position, and he's got that stupid bullseye.
Yeah. It's interesting. I actually could have pinged with Marvel. I had Marvel and
we
War
tied
Machine.
twice in negatives? Just once, I guess.
I think just once. We had the -10s, and then we tied at 4. We tied at 4 the previous turn.
But it was positive.
But it was positive. And then I rafted to put you at 0 and me at 1. Yep, living on the edge. I kept being like, there's gotta be some stat modification that I pinged you for 6 with Thor, and I could have done that at any time. But I'm thinking, maybe I'll draw some stat modification, because I get 6 more cards.
Right.
So I did it then, just in hopes of opening up opportunities, and no, I didn't. Didn't get any new opportunities, just more nothing. Which, again, against another deck that isn't Birds of Prey with infinite cards, what I drew would have been okay. It would have been fine. But against them with infinite cards, I just couldn't overcome infinite. Almost exhausted your infinite supply. Alright. What's the plan for next week?
Next week we're going to stream, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll see you all 2 of you,
Yep.
next week.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Always a party.
Have a good night.
Peace be with you.
And also with you.
Also with you. Still with you. There we go. Yep.